I was walking through Cheadle after I'd been to the bank, and I was a bit anxious because I'd forgotten to pay to get a pay and display ticket for my car. I was a little bit mithered and anxious about that, and making my way towards the car park when this guy fled past me and grabbed my bag out of my hand and sped across the car park. I gave chase, screaming and shouting, and I gave one big scream out at first, because it was a shock, and he ran across. I gave chase. I was determined he wasn't going to get out of my sight. I was screaming and shouting, pointing and telling people to stop him. And once he gave up, once he actually got through a passageway, I just stopped then. He dropped my bag, but he'd taken my purse, and I was so distressed. Headed back towards the road, and there were people there that were comforting me. Somebody had phoned the police, a guy from a shop. Then the next thing I know, that a driving instructor had pulled up in front of me, and he said, "We've stopped the bus, we've got him." So I jumped into the car. He took me to the car, and there was the bus. It was surrounded by the police. There was flashing lights. There was traffic was stopping, and I saw a youth. I couldn't say whether it was a youth that had taken my purse, because he had a hood up. That was a young youth arrested there, and I didn't really know what had gone on. It was only when I got to the police station, and really in the last week, that it's all been pieced together, and the fact that several people chased the bus, but it was this lady, Elle, I think she's called, that actually stopped a car in front of the bus, boarded the bus, confronted the youth, and got into a tussle with him, and really, risked her own life, or it was her safety that was at risk, and it was a principle of the thing. But at the end of the day, it was only a purse, and if she'd have got hurt for my purse, I would have been devastated. But out of such a negative thing, there was a positive outcome from that, because the youth was arrested, and obviously I returned her, got my purse returned. But it was the people that was involved. It was the power of the people, the community coming together. And for a stranger, not one of those people knew who I was, and some of them still haven't met me, but went out of the way, and I say put themselves at risk, particularly Alpha, for me. And I can't wait to meet her, just to give her a great big thank you for what she's done, because she really, she went that extra mile.
It must have been an awful shock. I mean, you're obviously still shaken up by it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, I have good days and bad days. I'm not sleeping very well at the moment. I do get a little bit jittery, but I have been back to Cheadle. I went to Cheadle on Friday with my husband, because I think it's important to be able to go back there. But I'll get over it, and it could have been a lot worse. But out of such a negative thing, there was a lot of positives there. That people could have stood there and totally ignored the situation, but they didn't. Everybody came together to do that. And as I say, there were several, but the main hero of the day was Elle.